Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I was trying to rush this morning, y'all. Oh my goodness. Good morning to everyone. Thank y'all for joining. I know y'all were waiting like, okay, where you at? I'm here. I'm here. Good morning. Okay. Good morning to everyone. Hey, True. Thanks for being here. Hey, Sharnice Darden. Good morning. Hey, Deborah Banks. Thanks for being here. Let me go ahead and set my my mode for my show right quick. You guys come on in. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I hope y'all having a wonderful Tuesday. This week is moving along, honey. We got a great show planned for you guys this morning with some great topics, with some good tea. We got to get you guys caught up on what's going on in the world. Because baby, it's a lot. So thank y'all all for joining the show. Please don't forget to tap on that like for me. Let's speak. Let's speak. Hey, my top flight Mar. Truth is here. Hey, Felicia. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Red. Hey, SD Warren. Thanks for being here. Shirley Terry's here. Mary's Favorites is here. Cheryl Williams is here. Good morning. Erica Rogers. Verdi Tulu Taylor is in the building. Good morning, Nikki P. Helen Thomas is here. Good morning, Alan. Good morning. Good morning, Diana Flu. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. April RN Virgo. April, if y'all need a good RN, come on around there. You holler at April. She got you, okay? April go give you mouth to mouth and all that over there. All right, Simple Mom Family TV. Good morning. Hey, Big Steak. Good morning. DC Girl is in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You guys are speaking to everyone. Hey, Shaquanda. Good morning. Simple Mom Family TV. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Tiffany. Good morning. My other top flight models in the building. Hey, TMC. I see y'all coming in. Thank y'all for coming in. Please don't forget to tap on the like. Yeah, April says she's going to give y'all some good mouth-to-mouth over there. I don't give you mouth-to-mouth. All right. We ain't give you no mouth-to-mouth. April will, though, because she's certified to do that. All right. She laughing. Yes, April. Let them know. Good morning, Bridget J. She said, morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's get started, guys, because we got to get into it. All right, we got to get into it. My day is appearing to be kind of slow and paced out today. So I got a little time to play with, just a little bit, not too much, okay? Because the day is going to be a slow day for me. Hallelujah. Denise say, good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get into the show, though. All right, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Y'all pardon me because I am multitasking as well. All right. I got more than one computer running. All right, so if y'all see me looking away, I'm looking at my other computer, okay? I'm not trying to ignore y'all, but we're trying to multitask up in here. Good morning, though. Good morning to everybody. I see Bridget J. Denise Slade. Reba is in the building. Denise Slade, good morning. All right, let's jump in. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion. And is used, of course, for fair use and entertainment. Let's jump in. Y'all know politics is first, and that's where we will begin. All right. Let's move you over here so I can see you out my peripheral. Okay, peripheral is a word for those of y'all that don't know. All right. Don't be over here thinking I'm making no words. Peripheral is a word. Okay, that means over here. You're looking out this side of your eye. Let me stop. All right, so let's get started. Okay, hold on. Let me clean this child. My sinuses is acting a fool. No, I'm not crying, y'all. My eyes is kind of running a little bit. All right, so let's get started to the show. Let's get into the show. All right. And share. Hope y'all got your coffee and or tea, honey. Y'all sipping this morning while we get into this show. All right, Congresswoman, according to it's on site, Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley, honey, sounds the alarm on rising Black unemployment as new federal data shows Black workers facing nearly double the national jobless rate. Let's get into her. I love a smart Black woman, baby. She about to let y'all know. Let's get into it.
Have you been paying attention to the high rate of unemployment for Black workers?
It is traditionally higher than for all workers.
Well, listen, it's through the roof right now. There's hundreds of thousands of Black workers that have been pushed out of the workforce, and the unemployment rates for Black workers and all workers are among the highest they've been since the COVID-19 pandemic. Black workers contribute over $1 trillion to the U.S. economy, but the push out of these workers from the workforce has led to a loss of $37 billion in the GDP, with Black women being among, just so y'all know, the most educated and most active in seeking work. Their push out is a glaring warning sign for where our economy is headed, because Black workers, Black women in particular, have always been the canaries in the coal mine. So this is a problem for everyone. Black women are bearing the brunt, but everyone will feel this hurt. I have led letters to Fed Chair Powell calling for action to be taken. He is also a member of FSOC. So I want to ask you, Mr. Secretary, will you commit to analyzing Black unemployment rates specifically and its impacts on financial stability? Yes or no?
I will analyze Black unemployment rates.
Wonderful. And when will you get us a report and a plan of action? I was thinking March 6th.
I can't commit to a date.
Okay. All right. Well, I think March 6th makes sense. That'd give you over a month, which is more than enough time to convene that working group and to report out your findings. I know you already have the infrastructure to do that. So at the end of the day, Black families, Black futures, and the lives and livelihoods of all who call this country home are depending on you to act. And with that, happy Black History Month. Have you been paying attention to the high rate of unemployment for Black workers?
Yeah, so she cleared him, right? And then gave him a little, and happy Black History Month after that. Pretty much, she said, yeah, I pretty much can't commit to that. And she was like, yeah, you will. March the 6th, I'm going to need to see your ass in the place, right? I need to see your face in the place March 6th, all right? Non-negotiable. I love that for her, right? So new federal labor data shows Black unemployment is sitting around 7.5% right now, okay? While the national average is closer to 4.5%. And they said that this isn't new. Historically, Black workers have almost always been unemployed at nearly twice the rate of white workers, even when the economy is doing good. A lot of times they don't want to give Black people chances on jobs, okay? Even if they are educated or have the credentials in order to do so, they get picked over because of the color of their skin. We see a lot of that happening. We talked about this before at certain banks who don't even give loans and stuff because of the color of our skin. So racism is definitely still a prominent thing in our universe, in our world, on earth, pretty much. A lot of people can't get things because of the color of their skin, and it's sad. All right, they're more so focused on the things that don't matter versus getting people in places and employing people. I mean, if you can't pay your bills, how are you supposed to pay your bills if you don't have a job? How are you supposed to survive if you can't work? And I feel like with Trump being in office, he's more so trying to prevent people who are on the lower class level, who are under the tax bracket of the richer societies, which is what they're more so focusing on. And with this election here, of course, you know, they're more focused on people who are rich versus the people who are struggling. If you were already struggling prior to Trump being in office, God forbid, right? If you're taking away things like, you know, food stamps and things like that people rely on in order to survive, when they're already pressed for coins, like, well, what are we doing, right? I feel like Trump needs to be taken out of office anyway. We're going to get into that because there's some things that's been released, honey. We get ready to get into it. But shout out to Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley for sounding off on that. That is definitely a fact. 7.5% is definitely high when it's supposed to be 4%, at least around 4.5%, right? 7.5 is definitely high. So if you go in places and you're filling out for jobs and you have the credentials to get the job and they're not hiring you, it's probably because someone is gatekeeping. All right. Racism, honey. They don't want to see us move up and be in prominent places of positions. But, you know, a lot of times it's about who you know in order in terms of how you move up in the world, in terms of how you move up. But to tell you, hey, go get an education, go, you know, and you try to go to get an education. And then what is Trump doing? What's Trump doing? They're taking out, garnishing people's wages for taking out student loans. I mean, it's like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, you want to be educated, but you don't want that garnishment, right? It's given. It's like a catch-22, if you will. But while they on Trump's ass, let's continue. All right. According to Purple Room Politics, Representative Ted Lieu drops a bombshell on the Epstein files and alleges that Trump R-worded children, threatened to unalive them, and as named, his name appeared thousands of times in the Epstein files. Now, remember when Trump said there's no Epstein files, that it doesn't exist? Now we know why he was trying to hide the fact that the Epstein files did exist, because his name was mentioned thousands of times. And in terms of what was mentioned in those files, let's get into that, shall we? All right. According to Purple Politics, let's go.
So why are Republicans so interested in Bill and Hillary Clinton? It's because they're trying to distract from the fact that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files thousands and thousands of times. In those files, there's highly disturbing allegations of Donald Trump raping children, of Donald Trump threatening to kill children. So I encourage your press to go look at these allegations. And I'm highly disturbed that Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche just got the law wrong. Yesterday, he said essentially that it is not a crime to party with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, that's actually not correct. If Jeffrey Epstein was human trafficking minors for these sex parties, and you show up and patronize the establishment at that party, yes, you're guilty, because patronizing is part of the law, the federal sex trafficking law. So Deputy General Todd Blanche just got that wrong, which maybe explains why they aren't investigating all these folks, including Donald Trump. He needs to read the law and investigate these people. He also needs to resign, not only for not knowing the law, but a massive, not only screw up, but the biggest privacy violation in history. They release a lot of pictures of minors unredacted, just violated the privacy of these girls. It is uncalled for what they did. The one thing that they could not do under this law was to invade the privacy of these women now who were girls at the time, who were victims of sex trafficking. Also, he met with Ghislaine Maxwell, moved her to a minimum security prison, and then got a puppy for her. So for all those reasons, he just got to leave the Department of Justice.
I approve that message, right? I approve that message. You guys hear what y'all president, he ain't my damn president. You hear what y'all president is accused of? Now, I did see some of these pictures. Of course, we cannot share them here because they were minors during the time. These are young girls who were seen in hot tubs, who were seen in uncomfortable positions with Epstein and the other damn Steens that were there at certain locations that these children were brought to. 9-year-old, 8-year-old young girls, like young girls, okay? And this is something that happens a lot in these richer neighborhoods with these politicians. They're involved in a lot of this shit, and Trump being one of them. I feel like he tried to cover it up because he did not want to be exposed for that type of crime. He should have been locked up. I'm gonna be honest with you. And everybody that helped cover this shit up should be locked up as well, because you are also guilty by association. I feel like, and this is just my opinion, I feel like the people who are directly connected to these crimes probably had something to do with Epstein being taken out, because they did not want him to speak in order to tear down their curtain, to expose them and take them out of prominent positions that they've been placed in or voted in as well, like Trump. That's why I said, oh, no, there's no Epstein files. What are you talking about, files? Let's talk about Diddy over here. Let's talk, like, they want to always talk about everything else besides what's right here, the elephant in the room, right? See, Trump, while you in the White House putting up chimpanzee and gorilla pictures of Michelle Obama and Barack, you ain't talking about these damn Epstein files. So you're deflecting. That's a great word to plug there. You're deflecting from what needs to be talked about. And it's crazy because, Trump, you are a father of daughters. So it's amazing to me how you're so comfortable to have these allegations attached to you when you have daughters yourself. Would you like if someone treated your daughters around ages 8 and 9 in the way that you treated someone else's daughters? I saw the pictures. Unfortunately, again, we cannot share them here, because I'm not about exploiting children. They are adults now, yes. I'm not about exploiting children, but I am about exploiting motherfuckers. And pardon my French this morning, because no, I'm not going to be nice when I say it. I am about exploiting motherfuckers who do exploit children and get their asses in office and try to tell other people when they're wrong. See, you don't like Jasmine Crockett, people like Jasmine Crockett in office, because she called you on your bullshit. We about to pull her up here in a minute, because, baby, when I tell you, she was on that ass. I love it. I love the fact that these people in these positions are now starting to speak up on the things that we already knew were happening, but they were being covered up by other bullshit we didn't care about. That whole mess about tariffs and raising tariffs, pay attention to all the things that Donald Trump continue to involve himself in. This fake beef with China and this fake bullshit of trying to invoke a war. For what? We cannot, first of all, afford a fucking war. And that was because they started talking about and revealing what was in those Epstein files, and they didn't want that shit put out there. So he rather you think about this possible war that was never going to fucking happen anyway, because they were behind the scenes negotiating, but then getting on the news and trying to scare the American people into thinking, oh my God, we're going to be blown up. When in reality, they were already shaking hands and cutting the bullshit behind the scenes in order to not talk about the Epstein files. The Epstein files been out for years. That shit been out for years. And they're just now talking about that. But it's amazing to me how people who knew about this person who is alleged to have R-worded children and threatened to unalive them voted for the motherfucker to be in office. So we got a pedophile for president now? That's why other countries laugh at us. That's why other countries laugh at us. Because, I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way when I say it, but the American people can be some of the most gullible motherfuckers on this planet. To see shit right in your face, like right here, and you do this shit right here. Right? In what world is it okay to see evidence in your face of egregious acts by a person who called himself the president to lead the United States, and you do this and vote for the motherfucker to be in office? Really? Let's continue on, child. Y'all know I get to hollering. Oh, this is right up my alley. I used to didn't want to talk about politics because it pissed me off, but it needs to be said. We don't have enough content creators talking about political views, of talking about political stuff. This shit right here, the more people that talk about it, the more we bring this shit to light. This is crazy. Let's get into it. That's definitely gonna be a part of my show. Politics, I didn't want to talk about it before, but we're gonna talk about this shit. Oh, we definitely gonna talk about it. And every update I get, I'm gonna talk about Trump. I don't give a hot bowling damn if you get mad. All right, this is my platform. God darn it, we're gonna talk about it, right? It needs to be exposed. Let's get into this shit. All right, so our Representative Jasmine Crockett, you know we love her over here, says that the Trump administration is playing games to shield Trump due to him being mentioned in the Epstein files. It says that there were allegations that he actually molested, we got to say it that way, a child, just a child, children, let's make it plural. This is on the record. Let's get into what she had to say.
So I want people to be very clear-eyed. They are playing games right now. And this is all about shielding and distracting from the president of the United States, who is absolutely mentioned in those files. And frankly, we know that he had already been sued prior to him ever entering office, where there were allegations that he sexually molested a child. This is on the record. Now, granted, the case didn't go through and whatever, but we know that the allegations were there way before he even took office the first time. So I want people to be very clear.
Prayers for this black woman. Prayers for this black woman that she is protected, because when I tell you she has the strength of Goliath, okay, she's got the courage, honey. Like she went to see the wizard from the Wizard of Oz. When she speak on these things, especially Trump, she stay on his ass. But when I tell you this woman is unafraid to get up and speak the truth and talk about the things that other people don't want to talk about, see, it's the deflection for me. The other representatives, they don't want to talk about that shit because they scared to lose their office. This black woman right here who is educated, who know the law, who's been in this shit for a long time, and she's seeing it, and she's seeing how they're trying to throw the cover on it. Baby, she keeps snatching it off. And that's what I like about her. She's not afraid to speak up against the things that need to be exposed. She like, yeah, nah. Take that shit off. We're not about to cover this shit up no more. Let's continue.
So the fact that this woman is continuing to invoke the Fifth Amendment tells us exactly what my colleagues have already stated. She is a monster. She does not care. She has no remorse. She is not seeking to bring about some kind of closure for these women. She doesn't care. And frankly, it seems like this administration overall does not care. All they care about is protecting the powerful and protecting pedophiles. They will do anything to distract from that, including deciding to put up in the middle of Black History Month, the most racist thing that we've ever seen come out of a White House. But I am here to tell you that House Democrats, specifically on the Oversight Committee and the Judiciary Committee, as we do have Pam Bondi coming before us here in a minute, we will not be deterred. We will not be distracted. We know who it is that needs to be held accountable, and we will go in and we will make sure that we continue to dig. This will not stop us because his co-conspirator decided that she was going to try level. So the fact
Ghislaine Maxwell need to stay her ass in fucking prison. I don't care what information she give up, because when it was time for you to speak up, you didn't speak up. You helped cover this shit up just as well, and you were involved because you were also helping traffic these young girls. So now that you want your freedom, now that they've been kicking your ass in prison, now it's, oh, let me speak up for some clemency. Fuck your clemency. Because at the end of the day, you had young girls as a grown-ass woman. How do you handpick children to bring them to an island that they cannot get off of unless it's by plane or boat, surrounded by shark-infested waters? I watched the documentary. Now, with Ghislaine Maxwell speaking up, she will definitely wind up like Epstein. You know why? A lot of these crimes are covered up by what? Money. There's a lot of money involved in this. I guarantee you. A lot of money. Trump is behind this bullshit as well. Okay. What's the motherfucker that owns the cyber trucks? He helped Trump get into office because of his money. All of these crimes are protected by money. And these rich politicians and President Trump, they're not getting ready to sit in prison for the rest of their life for crimes that they committed that was protected by money. Thank you, Elon Musk. You don't think he's involved in this shit either? He funded a lot of these crimes. Gently. Where Trump money couldn't reach it, Elon Musk came in and attached his funding to all of this bullshit that's going on. So you got him in office, then y'all fell out. Now y'all back friends again because you can't afford to not be friends because of the shit you've been involved in. Because God forbid Trump get caught, he gonna give you up too, and all y'all asses gonna be locked up. So Ghislaine, you can keep your testimony, baby. Because you ain't got to talk about shit. You ain't got to tell nothing. Because you in plenty of pictures. You are in plenty of pictures with minor girls. Okay? Go ahead and serve your time out. And move over, because Trump and them on the way too. I don't think they're going to let this situation go. I don't want to hear nothing else about no war. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn tariffs, no tariff checks. See, all this stuff is a deflection, like I told y'all, when Trump said, oh, everybody got about to get $2,000. So now he wants y'all mind on, okay, $2,000 is coming versus these Epstein files where you over here inappropriately touching women. I knew that Trump won't about shit when I heard him say that he don't respect women and that he has a right to walk up to a woman and grab them by the pussy. What type of president even speaks like that? You ain't grabbed the right one yet. Walk up to me and grab mine. A windmill shall be upon you. But let's continue. Ooh, child, they got me hollering on a good Tuesday morning. Let's get into this. We're going to get out of politics, but I got to put all this out here because there's so much going on. I got to make everyone aware. Because a lot of you guys don't watch political stuff unless you watch, what we're putting up here. And I want to put it out there because y'all like, oh my God, I didn't know this shit was going on. Yes. So let's get into, since we mentioned Ghislaine Maxwell, all right, with her evil ass, let's get into her. Because as a woman, it's crazy how you stand back and watch grown ass men touch children. It blows me. It blows my mind. All right, so let's get into this. Shout out to Representative Stan Berry. All right. So this morning it said that Ghislaine Maxwell, honey, blanket pleaded with the pleaded the fifth during the deposition of the Epstein case. They said, what's the message? She seems to be making it clear to Donald Trump that he can buy her silence by clemency. See, this is a game. This is a political game. That's what I'm seeing it as. This is a political game. I'm gonna only tell as much as I can tell, not enough to get you on, in no charges, but enough to get me out. That's what this is giving with Ghislaine Maxwell. You're gonna talk and tell just enough to get you out, but not expose other people so they don't come for you. Because for her to give up Donald Trump and everyone else that's connected to these Epstein files that have done these egregious acts of R-wording children and anything inappropriate as related to children, that's why Epstein ain't here no more. Do you think this man really hung himself? The fuck no. Epstein was starting to look around, and the realization of this is going to be my permanent home. We're talking about a man with money. Billionaires don't want to be in prison for 30 years. They will lose their shit. Y'all know white people can't take pressure anyway, right? White people cannot take pressure. And it's not about a white thing or a black thing. And I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. It's not a racist thing at all. I'm just saying mentally, black people, we have conditioned ourselves. We know how to survive. We know how to, if we get into sticky situations, we know how to survive through that shit. All right. If you're down to 1 pack of meat, we know how to make a meal out of 1 pack of meat and a little bit of rice and a can of beans. We can stretch that shit. White people, they have not yet mastered that type of struggle because we come from struggle, right? Even if you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth, you still, as black people, we know how to survive and how to be in certain situations, and that shit not bother us to where we think we wanna. Y'all feel me? But white people, the least bit of uncomfortability, they ready to go see the king, right? And Jeffrey Epstein got to doing this right here when they put his ass in that cell, and he had to lay on that little thin cot that was about that thick. Okay. And motherfuckers looking at him like, wait till lights out, bitch. Yeah. He got looking at that shit. Oh, yeah. He already knew it was. He was like, yeah, in the morning, I'm getting ready to talk. Yeah, Trump, Dump, and everybody else that's involved in this shit, I'm about to talk. Okay? And y'all know how it is in prison. Let the right person hear what you got to say, child. Let the right person hear you saying some shit you shouldn't say. And they get back to the, because a lot of those, let me tell you something, a lot of those correction officers, they work directly with other people in terms of, like, they can pay them, and this is shit that I know. They can pay them a certain amount of money to do certain things. I feel like something was done to Jeffrey Epstein. I don't feel like he did it himself. I don't feel like, and yes, there was a lot of pressure of him realizing that his ass was going to be in prison probably for the rest of his life, because there are lives that were also taken. I saw a video the other day on Epstein's Island. There's a room in Epstein's Island. I'm going to share this because I watch a lot of shit. I watch a lot of documentaries too. I love to educate myself on stuff politically, all that. I read a lot. Okay. Now, in Epstein's Island, in one of these rooms in Epstein's Island was a hole in the floor with like this door where they put like this lock that had a key. It's said and alleged that people were dumped in there because, of course, I told you guys the Epstein Island is surrounded by, it's a shark-infested water. So what's the chances of people being found that don't want to be found no more, right? Follow me. So imagine people coming to this island and things being done that should not have been done, or you don't want someone to give you up or say something that they've seen. There's this room there, and this is not cap. Y'all can go and Google this shit, where there's like a door. There's like a square door, and you can open this door, and you can directly see the ocean. Okay, you can see the ocean when you open this door on the floor, and it's locked by like a lock where you put a lock on it with a key. And I said, damn, this why they were taking these young girls. Because when I watched the Epstein documentary, one of the girls said that she was so fucking miserable, and because she was tired of these men running through her, and she was tired of being made to do things that she did not want to do. She went to the edge of the island and realized that there was no way out, that she was surrounded by shark-infested water. She was brought there by helicopter. So there's no way to get off this fucking island unless it's by plane, helicopter, or boat, right? And this is where Epstein decided to have his island, and he knew exactly what he was doing because they did not want to be disturbed while they were flying in young girls. Because y'all know in other countries, girls that are 8, 9, and 10, they can get married and have kids. So they were trying to bring that type of shit over to the U.S., but they had to go out in water, shark-infested waters where people are not allowed to go, because you can hear a plane coming, you can hear a boat coming, right? They knew exactly what they were doing. So when I hear other celebrities say, oh, I went to Epstein Island, but I wasn't with no young girls, you're a motherfucking lie, because that's what went on there. That's what that island was designed for. Epstein had properties all throughout the United States. He had houses in Florida. He had houses everywhere. So what is it that he needed an island that was away from everyone, surrounded by shark-infested waters where you could only get there by helicopter and by boat? So when I hear people like Chris Tucker Said he hung out with Epstein Island. I went to the island, but I didn't do shit. I don't have to digress. Now, I'm not saying you did some shit, but I'm saying you might have did some shit. Can I say it that way? Allegedly, hypothetically, and fucking maybe. Because one can't walk together unless you agree. I don't hang out with bank robbers because I don't rob banks. Y'all feel me? I don't hang out with old Lesters because I don't fucking touch kids. So what would be the connection between you and a motherfucker who is involved in pedophilia, who love to go on islands that you can only get to where you have young girls who are paid to do egregious acts for money? Let's get into this stuff because I can keep going.
Monday, February 9th, we are just walking out of the deposition with Ghislaine Maxwell after the House Oversight Committee has subpoenaed Ms. Maxwell to speak to the committee in our ongoing bipartisan investigation into the crimes of Jeffrey Epstein and to hold those accountable who have not yet been investigated and convicted of those crimes. As was evidenced this morning, Ghislaine Maxwell did not provide information to the committee and instead invoked her blanket Fifth Amendment rights.
She ain't talking yet. You know why? Because there are conversations that's being had outside of this situation with people who are involved. She's scared, number one, for her life. I feel like she's going to talk once they put that pressure on her. I've seen enough first 48s to know when a bitch want to get out of jail, when a bitch want to get out of a situation that they're in that they no longer want to sit in for 30 years, because Ghislaine Maxwell got 20 to 25 years. Again, she's a white woman. They ain't put enough pressure. Pressure bust pipes, baby. She gonna talk. She's probably been threatened because if she speaks, people like Trump, who we already know about to be impeached anyway, his ass about to be out of office anyway with midterm elections. And he knows that. It's the same bitch who tried to figure out how to run a third term when constitutionally you can't do that. So you already coming in the gate committing crimes and trying to rewrite history in the Constitution, which we all know you cannot do. If that's the case, why the fuck Obama ain't back in office? That's who should have stayed in there. Let's continue.
While we are not able to speak to the specifics of what was said within the deposition until the deposition record is made public, it is very clear that she used this opportunity to not only campaign for clemency as she has been doing, but also to send a direct message that she is hoping that people who were sitting in the deposition will transmit to the President of the United States, which is that her silence can be bought through clemency. It is very clear that that is the message.
What I just tell y'all this was about. You want to talk about it? I told you guys, these crimes are funded and protected by money. She just said my silence can be bought. I'll talk for the right price. This girl sold young girls. And you want to make a deal? My silence can be bought. That's what the lady just said.
That she is trying to send directly to Donald Trump himself. Directly. She is telling Donald Trump through her deposition that she is trying to buy her clemency. Now, she did state that she is taking and invoking her Fifth Amendment rights because of a pending habeas petition before the Southern District of New York. But let us be clear. Her case appeals have already gone to the United States Supreme Court and they have been denied. She is not being released from jail unless, of course, Donald Trump buys what she's selling. So we want to be clear that she is exactly where she's supposed to be in terms of her conviction, and she needs to go back to the prison where she belongs. Now, we have a lot of questions for Ms. Maxwell with regards to what actually happened in Epstein's affairs, who was directly involved in the sex trafficking, money laundering, and influence peddling scheme that she and Jeffrey Epstein were involved in, how Donald Trump was involved, and whether or not he committed any crimes himself, as did.
That means, bitch, you don't get to come here and tell what you want to tell. We're gonna have our own questions for your ass when you come up in here. That's what that gives. Because, see, she's playing a game as well. She's playing a game as well. You don't think that before she went to prison, they told her, bitch, shut your mouth. Don't you tell shit. I don't care if they offer you to get out. You better shut up. You don't think this woman has seen some things fooling with Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, hell, one of the royal princes was also involved in this bullshit. He paid his way out of it, but I don't think he's completely out of the clear either, right? Because a lot of these girls who are victims, they're starting to talk now. That's the problem. See, even if Ghislaine Maxwell don't talk, a lot of the girls who were victims in this situation, because they've already said it, if they don't speak, damn it, we're going to talk. So guess how many people are getting ready to go down? You guys don't hear what's going on here? They're saying we are absolutely not going to sit back and allow you to sit on information. And damn it, even if you don't give up Trump, we're going to still get his ass anyway. Because you're not the only person that was in rooms when these situations took place. These women are grown now, and their recollection of what happened to them when they were children, all that shit about to be told. And Ghislaine, you might be looking at some more time while you're trying to cover for Trump. Talking about your silence can be bought. Baby, I'll be singing like a mass choir. Do you hear me? Let's continue.
His many associates who are named in the Department of Justice files. Let us be clear that Donald Trump is not only named thousands of times in the latest release from the Department of Justice, he is named over 38,000 times in the...
You hear that? Y'all president. The same one that said there are no Epstein files, named 38,000 times in the Epstein files. Is that if you're not in there, if there are no files, why is your name mentioned 38,000 times? That's a lot of times. One time is a lot of times when it comes to Epstein, but 38,000 times. Girl.
Files that were released 2 weeks ago alone. And we know that that only represents half of the files that the Department of Justice has in its possession, including files that were used for direct investigations of perpetrators, people who committed crimes, people who were co-conspirators in those crimes, and individuals who knew of those crimes. We know that there are multiple administration officials, including Howard Lutnick, Elon Musk, who served as the appointee for the Doge efforts in the White House. We know that the Secretary of Navy, we know that Steve Bannon, we know that there are more than 36 associates, family members, and individuals directly associated with Donald Trump named in those files. Now, there are now at least 9 or 10 other countries across the world that have opened investigations or forced their leaders to step down because of their mere association with Jeffrey Epstein.
Boom. Y'all hear that? Let me tell you how this shit gonna play out. And I'm gonna just do my prediction. No, I'm not a fortune teller, but I'm gonna tell y'all how this shit about to happen. Midterm elections about to happen, right? A president cannot be convicted and or go to jail while he's in office, right? Let me tell you how this shit gonna happen. And that's why I keep telling you guys to vote. It's so imperative, you guys. I need everybody under the sound of my voice who can vote. If you're not ready to, baby, go register. Because this is a very pertinent time. Let me tell y'all what's getting ready to happen. Other countries, you guys hear what she just said, other countries are forcing people in positions who are in direct connection to the Epstein files. Other countries are holding their people accountable. It's getting ready to happen right here. But Trump cannot go to prison as long as he is in office. What we need for the midterm elections is for everyone under the sound of my voice to vote. It's already said that the Democrats already have a hand up on the Republicans anyway because we outnumber them. But we need people to vote. Voting means that he, when I say he, I mean Trump, can be out of office, which then the charges that he already has are that he's facing currently right now. He can finally face these charges of the things that he was doing to young girls, as well as things that we don't even know about yet. 38,000 times your name is mentioned in the Epstein files. You done some shit. So it boils me when I hear people saying, I ain't about to stand in that long line to vote. I ain't about to go down there. And another thing that's happening is that Trump is ordering ICE to count out at voting polls to deter people from voting, to harass people from voting, because he knows that if enough votes get in, he will be impeached. Impeachment means time in prison for him. Do y'all understand what's going on here? Do y'all understand what's going on here? Vote. Voting gets Trump out of office. He shouldn't have been in there anyway. Should have been in there anyway. He stole the election. He stole the election. Black people, white people, Mexican people, Latino people. I don't give a damn if you don't have a leg. Hop to the polls. You don't have a car. Carpool. There are buses. Get on a bike. Ride a bird. I don't give a fuck. It's imperative. If you never voted for anything else in your life, that's why Trump got ICE out here running amok, trying to silence people, deporting people, because he knows he used the Latino and the Mexican people to get into office. They didn't understand shit he was saying anyway. He made it sound good. Oh, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do that for you. He bamboozled people only in order to deport them once he got what he wanted, which was to be in office. Now that he is in office, he's trying to figure out how to stay in office because he knew those Epstein files were getting ready to be released. And with those files being released, as you guys hear this woman saying right here, charges are coming. But as long as his ass is in the White House and he's the president, he cannot go to prison, and he knows that. But midterm elections, if the Democrats take over and win midterm elections over the Republicans, that puts him out of office, because then we have the open door to then impeach him, which then his ass can then be held accountable for all of the crimes, because it's not just Epstein shit. I guarantee you. We need people to vote. We need people to vote. That's why it's imperative. This is why this man is fighting to say, I can run a third time. The longer he's in office, he will get away with things he never should have been in fucking office for in the first place. It's amazing to me. That's why he's fucking up. He don't care. He told y'all just what he needed to tell you to get in office. This man has been raising tariffs and damn near getting us blued up. I'm going to say it that way. By China and Japan? We don't want it with them. Are you crazy? We do not want no war with China and Japan. They are worlds ahead of us when it comes to technology. So do you guys not think that their weapons of mass destruction will outweigh what we have? He knows that. Oh my God. Vote. That's all I can say.
And the United States government is engaged in an active cover-up of the largest sex trafficking scandal and influence peddling scandal in the history of the United States. And Donald Trump is right at the center of it. And the person who is living to provide the evidence, who knows what is going on, is trying to invoke the Fifth to buy her clemency. So let's be clear on what we saw here today. This was an effort to essentially try to secure her pardon by keeping her mouth shut. And we will not allow this silence to stand. It was announced late last week that the Department of Justice would allow members of Congress to view the unredacted files of the files that have been released. And many of us will head to the Department of Justice today to look at the memos and internal documents of Department of Justice that were removed from the website, to understand why names of survivors were unmasked, and why and who the Department of Justice is shielding as they have redacted files that include perpetrators and co-conspirators. It is Monday, February.
Y'all hear that? You better stay woke. You better stay woke. All right. So Ghislaine Maxwell is playing with the system, but baby, they way ahead of you. All right. They are ready to prosecute. They're just waiting. They're putting their case against Trump and all of his constituents together, because baby, after midterm elections, when the Democrats come in there and do what they gotta do, when they go there and they're gonna take your throat down, all right, yeah, they're gonna do that. When y'all come up in here and vote like you're supposed to for midterm elections, I need everyone to show up, because we need this motherfucker out of office. Okay, I'm sorry, you got to come out of there, Trump. You got to come out of there. You weren't supposed to be in there anyway. All right, yes, honey. Let's get on up. Let's get to the next topic. Do I care about that? No. I'm tired of hollering. Let's move you out the way, honey. I feel like I done hollered enough. Let's get into some real stuff. Let's get into some other topics. Shout out to Glorilla for finally speaking out after her sister been flaming her ass for the last few days. Let's take this down. She has now responded. She said that her sister that keeps popping on social media is schizo, and she got a lot of mental problems, and she also tried to escape from, or she did escape from a mental ward somewhere in Memphis, child. So let's get into it. Shout out to Glorilla for finally speaking up. So she alleges that her sister, Victoria Woods, has mental health issues and told her to stop speaking about their family and using her name. Now, in addition, she claims that Victoria and some of her siblings, some of her other siblings said that she doesn't have a relationship with before she got famous. So yeah, all right. So let's get into it.
But I ain't stop doing that sympathy. Like I said, you could have been on that lace funny, acting out lace money, but don't try to bring my name. Like I don't take care of my mama. Bitch, my mama go shopping every chance she gets. Guess why? Not because of you. Because you sent her $1,200 that you already owed her. and like I'm gonna leave you alone because the world don't know that you are like literal mental patient, and they laughing at you and not with you. You making a fool out of yourself. I want you to know that. Like I could have got on there and told them how you broke out of Lakeside, how you had to take an IQ test and they determined that you had to go to the mental hospital, and how you broke out there, and they had to find you and come bring you back. You're a mental patient, so I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. And the world is making fun of you, and I hate that for you. But continue to get your money, continue to do whatever you do, but continue to do whatever you do, but do it on your own, of your own name. Or you can use my name, but not in no bad way. Don't be on no, oh, I'm Glorilla. Don't lie on me. You could have kept going with the stud realist people saying you look like me, the stud version of me. do it like that. I might would have went ahead and did something with you. But I don't do my siblings that I don't with, they know why I don't with them. Me getting money don't make it no difference. If I didn't do 7 years ago, I still don't no matter that I got money. Go get your own money. Go get it how I had to get it. I don't owe you a fuck. I hope this run you up too. Go live screaming at the phone with your goddamn schizophrenic and make you some money. And keep my name out your mouth, keep my mama name out your mouth, keep my daddy, keep my whole family name out your mouth. Go do something with them boys you got over there. And continue to do whatever you do, but do it on your own.
So there you heard it. Glorilla did clap back and let her know, keep my name out of your mouth. Stop talking about my mama. Stop getting up here trying to make me look bad and lying on me for clout and money. It's really for clout and money. She's trying to become famous by, she thinks she's a comedian. All right. She's going after certain people. You can tell she's really losing her ish. Glorilla's sister. I'm sick of her ass. Like every day she's on some other mess. She's calling out somebody. She's been fighting with Shamar. She's been fighting with everybody. Damn, she's getting on my nerves. All right. She really needs to be on some type of medication or something to that sort. Now she's calling out her mom, saying her mama was a stripper and her mama was beating her and because she was hungry. She's doing the absolute most. Somebody needs to definitely get a gag order on her, or maybe have her recommitted or something. Shout out to No Skips T. Let's go. Bro-rilla, as they call her, goes off on her own mother for siding with Glorilla, saying that the mom is still mad at her for calling DCF because she beat them for being hungry. She also goes on to say that you were a stripper and the lights should have been on. Let's get into that.
You was a stripper. So it ain't no fucking way them lights was supposed to be off. You was stripping before. So if you knew if you got to use what you got to get what you want, you should have been stripping trying to keep them damn lights on. Bitch, you think you finna keep on beating my motherfucking ass right after I get out the motherfucking tub with a hungry stomach, talking to my man for nothing. Man, we ain't got no food too. What you whipping me for? We both mad. You knew how to get you knew you a professional. You knew how to get some motherfucking money. How the fuck you eat a motherfucking fish plate when I'm over here earning your goddamn uniform for work? And I mean peanut butter and jelly. And I said something about that. Then y'all, if I die, she's something Illuminati. Just know that. If I die, y'all better investigate that bitch. Investigate her ass. All my followers from 1 to 200,000. Y'all better step for me. Y'all better step for me.
All right, that's all I can take of her. So as you guys can see, now she's exposing her mother in terms of saying her mother used to be a stripper. Her mother was eating fish plates and making her eat peanut butter and jelly. I don't know what happened in their home, but baby, listen, at the end of the day, you still here. You're an adult now. I don't know why you have this, feeling where everybody's supposed to take care of you and give you something. Just because Glorilla made it, it doesn't mean that she has to give you anything that she has. She just said, I don't owe you anything. She don't owe you nothing. That would be nice and noble of her to send you a couple dollars if you need it. But you on live pulling out wads of cash. So I'm not sure what this is that you're doing. What's the end game here? For you exposing all of your family and going after your family members, that's not a good look. It makes you look stupid at the end of the day. So all these videos, and I feel like people that keep going over there and hyping her up, I feel like it's stupid at this point, right? She's looking for a following. She wants to be famous, and she's definitely getting the attention that she's looking for because she's being a total asshole and ignorant online. Now, according to what Glorilla is saying, she does have some mental issues dealing with schizophrenia. Maybe she's bipolar. Who knows? But from what we already know, and there's court documents and police report and all of that, it shows that she did pull a pow on Glorilla and try to unalive her. So, bitch, I wouldn't fool with you either. I don't care if you were my sister. Like, if you are you on your Cain and Abel bullshit trying to take me out, I'm not going to give you anything, okay? Including my attention. So, shout out to Glorilla for letting her know, hey, baby, it is what it is. It's up and stuck from here. So shout out to Glorilla on that. And we're going to move on because I don't care about her like that. Let's get into this Cardi B news. All right. Y'all, let me go. Let me check on my puppy right quick. All right. Let me cut some music on. I'll be right back. Let me see what my baby is crying. So let's get into our next topic. Y'all, pardon me, I had to handle that. All right, so let's get into this Cardi news. Ciao. So Cardi is now, she's speaking up and she's letting everybody know she's single. She said she's been single for quite some time now. We just didn't know about it. So why are you still running behind Stefan Diggs? It's weird, right? So shout out to Rap Relevant. Cardi B and Stefan Diggs have officially split, as you guys know. They had a huge issue at the Super Bowl where he had all of his women there, his baby mamas and his little side pieces, child, at the damn Super Bowl. So Cardi B went to the internet to confirm the breakup with Stefan Diggs just one day after the Super Bowl. Let's go ahead and get into what she had to say.
I don't know if you guys been getting clues from me from my lives or from my stories when I put some certain music or find my own followings. When it comes for today's events and stuff, I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's true. I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to like, not afraid, I just don't know how like to tell the world. But I feel like today has been like a sign. Like the last time I got on live, I kind of wanted you guys to tell you. I kind of wanted to tell you guys, but I didn't know how to tell. I don't know if you guys been getting clues from me from my lives or from my stories when I put some certain music or from my own followings. When it comes for today's events and stuff, I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's true. I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to like, not afraid, I just don't know how like to tell the world. But I feel like today has been like a sign. Like the last time I got on live, I kind of wanted you guys to tell you. I kind of wanted to tell you guys, but I didn't know.
Well, so y'all heard it right here. Okay. So she's now said that she's been single now for a while. She just didn't know how to tell people. All right. Unfortunately, when you are a celebrity and a public figure, people want to be in your business. If whatever happens in your life, everybody feels like they have first dibs on what's going on with you. Like if she break up or if she get with somebody, she has a baby, she's in a relationship. Like everybody feels like, oh my God, Cardi has to absolutely tell her. So now she feels like she is indebted to her fans and other nosy people with whatever's going on in her life. I don't know. What do y'all think? She said she's been single for quite some time. I don't know. But again, you're still married, Cardi. So the expectation for Stefan Diggs to make you his number one chick or to be, your main or to make you the main chick or whatever. I just don't know. I feel like he's got too many baby mamas. Just the situation, just looking at the situation, I don't know how you felt that he was going to make you number one. He had too many women. He was cheating and he was sneaking around. It was said that he had that he was sneaking in and out of a hotel during the time of the Super Bowl, after the Super Bowl or before the Super Bowl, with some other girl named Pre. We're gonna look at that here in a second as well. Shout out to Tasha K because she's also confirmed that something was going on between Stefan Diggs and this girl named Pre, who also was connected to Offset, which is so crazy to me. Why would you even want to have anything to do with somebody to have a connection to Offset if you're trying to get to know and or be with Cardi B? But let's get into this next topic because Tasha K, she's inserted herself in this situation as well, child. Y'all know Tasha stayed in some shit. All right, I hope you don't wind up getting sued again. But let's get into this. So Tasha K, hold up, no, not that one. I'm jumping the gun here, child. Let's go back. All right, so right here, this is one. All right. So Tasha says, shout out to Tasha. She says on her Twitter, in my opinion, the real person or the real reason that Pre is the girl who was said to be in some type of situationship, and she was also at the Super Bowl sitting in the same section of Stefan Diggs' family with his mom. Okay, she's the one that had on all the red that I showed y'all yesterday. But Tasha K says, in my opinion, the real reason the Pre's team sent us the photos and videos is because she wanted everyone to know who Stefan was really with first. Said that this is Pre's halftime show performance. Said that she did her big one, and the girlies are mad. Said that she took Offset and has been with Stefan. So it sounds like she was messing around with Offset during the time that Cardi was with Offset. So damn, that's messed up, right? And now that Cardi is over here messing around with Stefan, here's Pre over here again fooling with Stefan. So it's like Cardi can't win for losing, right? This Pre person will not go away. Now I said that she ain't going nowhere. Pre was around Offset before everyone, and the same with Stefan. So it said that Stefan and Pre, then she puts up the heart emoji. She said that we will unwind more later in the week. See you guys. Da, da, da. All right, so y'all see that she's co-signing. Tasha K is also really good friends with Pre, I hear as well. So a lot of the stuff that's going on with Pre, I'm sure Pre's been telling Tasha because she's been reporting on all of that. But according to what Tasha is saying, Pre pretty much was with Offset. Then Offset started fooling with Cardi. And then I don't feel like he ever left Pre alone, to be honest with you. I feel like he kind of kept Pre in the background. I feel like that's something that Cardi just could not deal with during the time that she and Offset were together. But then when she decided to leave Offset alone and start messing with Stefan, here come Pre popping up over there as well. So damn, I don't know, right? And I blame Stefan, but then again, he is a young athlete who he's not married, but Cardi, you are. So the same expectations that you're hoping for him to have, I don't feel like that's fair. I feel like, and I said it yesterday, you should have just slept with him and just had a little fun with him and not, you know, wrap yourself up with this person who obviously was not ready to settle down and be with one person. I mean, it's clear, right? He's got too many women. It's especially when you saw him steady spitting out, having women spitting out babies back to back to back to back. Like, it's seemed too much. It's too many juices flowing here, if you will. All right, but let's get into this next topic, child. Tasha K is also in the middle of this with Just Hilarious and this Megan Thee Stallion situation. Let's get into that. So they said that Tasha K claims that Kelsey Nicole, which was also listed in the Tory Lanez case, where it said that she was there present during the time that Megan Thee Stallion was pow-powed on that very night that it says that the leprechaun Tory Lanez pow-pow her. So let's continue. So it said that Tasha K claims that Kelsey Nicole allegedly admitted at a club that Megan Thee Stallion pow-powed herself. Said it also said that Just Hilarious, who was on the Breakfast Club, you guys, heard her say it, but won't report on it because the Breakfast Club is cool with Rock Nation. Let's get into what Tasha had to say. Now, don't wind up getting sued by Megan too, Tasha. You already having to make monthly payments to Cardi for getting sued for some defamation bullshit. Now you over here on this Megan Thee Stallion case where Tory's already been found guilty. Even though he keeps trying to appeal it, the courts ain't hearing that shit. But here you go over here and this Megan Thee Stallion stuff, talking about hearsay. This person said this and this person said that. Now you're going to mess around and get damn sued again. You ain't got nothing else to give now. $33,000 is what you having to pay Cardi. Nah.
You know, Kelsey.
Shout out to No Skips T.
Been in the club. And one of your favorite, you know, I'm going to tell you who was in the club. I'm going to tell you who was in the club and who heard it. Just Hilarious was in the club. Just Hilarious was in the club when, and you know, the Breakfast Club, and that's a whole nother thing. Charlemagne is directly connected to Rock Nation. He is going to make sure he gets out here and he is the do boy, okay? But when Kelsey was in the club, drunk, and when Megan's song came on, she was like, she shot herself. She shot herself. She shot her fucking self. And Just Hilarious, tell me I'm lying that you weren't there. Tell me I'm lying that you weren't there. Okay. Did you come and report this on the Breakfast Club? No, because it goes against the people who facilitated your Netflix.
Maybe she didn't want to be reporting hearsay. Maybe she didn't want to be involved in a lawsuit. Maybe she didn't want to be sued, right? Because when you repeat things that you don't really know the answer to, when you repeat things that you don't know to be actual factual, as if you think they are actual factual, that's how people get defamation lawsuits. You have to do your homework. If Just Hilarious did not know for a fact that this happened and she heard somebody say it, if you hear somebody say something and you repeat it, it's called hearsay. How many people get sued for that? Oh, you, Tasha K. Now, I like you, but sometimes I feel like you insert yourself in shit because of something someone else said. See, you heard somebody say that Cardi had STDs and all that, and you repeated that shit and got fucking sued. Now, here you are saying that you heard such and such person in a club say that this person said this. I don't blame Just Hilarious for not hopping her ass on Breakfast Club and repeating that shit, because I wouldn't want to be sued after she see Megan Thee Stallion and steady going after people like Malaga Grams, right? She's staying on Malaga Grams, who is also a blogger, staying on her ass for repeating stuff and going back and reporting things that she don't know to be actual factual. Now her broke ass can't afford an attorney. We talking about Malaga Grams. She cannot even afford an attorney. She and that bitch pro se for repeating some things that she heard and trying to cap for Tory Lanez, who ain't giving her a fucking dime. Now, my thing is, if you capping for Tory, why Tory ain't paying for your legal defense? If you are working for him to come against Megan Thee Stallion, that's my thing. I ain't about to do your dirty work and then you sit here and watch me in court and don't have no fucking attorney to help me fight. Like, hello? Tasha, I wouldn't even touch that, because that's still, even though he's been found guilty, Megan is still going back and forth. And I know you're doing it on behalf of your friend Malaga, because Tasha K and Malaga Graham are like that. They are buddy. They are cool. But my thing is, you can't help her either, because you on a payment plan, right? When bitches on payment plans, you here, but we need you here. That means shut the hell up. I wouldn't say shit about it. Y'all notice on my channel, it's certain things I'll touch and some things I won't. I try to stick to the facts, and I read it from where I shout my source to say this is where I saw it, not necessarily saying that I ain't saying or I agree with it. I'm just reporting the news. But never, ever am I about to get in somebody else's lawsuit to say, oh, this person said that they pop out, this person tried. And I know that to be actual factual. If I wasn't there and I didn't see that shit or hear it with my own ears, that's null and void. Okay, that's how you stay out of lawsuits, all right? I know how to move in a room full of vultures. But let's continue.
This deal. You know, Kelsey been in the club, And one of your favorite, I'm gonna tell you who was in the club. I'm gonna tell you who was in the club and who.
Were you there? Were you there in that club when this was said? Again, that's your side.
Heard it. Just Hilarious was in the club. Just Hilarious was in the club when, and the Breakfast Club, and that's a whole nother thing. Charlemagne is directly connected to Rock Nation. He is going to make sure he gets out here, and he is the do boy, okay? But when Kelsey was in the club, drunk, and when Megan's song came on, she was like, she shot herself. She shot herself. She shot her fucking self.
How about if you wasn't there, I would not repeat that because Megan gonna come after your ass next. All right, let's get into. So you gotta know how to do that shit. You gotta know how to word things. Allegedly don't get you out of everything. People need to understand that too. Just because you say something or lie on somebody and then try to put allegedly on the end, it's a lot of people still get sued for alleged things that they say allegedly. Nah, okay. You better stop talking about stuff that you don't know about for your ass for making spin the block on your ass to tap them pockets again. Then you gonna be out here eating beanies and weenies out the can and shit. Country like she'll eat a mean beanie and weenie too. All right, so let's get into this. Shout out to Rap House TV. Now, a woman says that true grandparents should stop watching their unmarried daughters or granddaughters, kids, when the parents can't afford childcare. Y'all sound off on this. I'm gonna play it here in a second. She argues that constant babysitting only enables reckless choices and encouraging having more children without proper financial stability. Now, we know a lot of us, not us, because I'm not a grandmother yet, thank God. But a lot of you that are grandmothers, where your daughters had children out of wedlock, and they just automatically just think that grandparents are supposed to be their babysitters for whatever reason. They want to go out to the club, they want to take a little break, they can go drop the kids off all damn day, and the kids are wrecking grandma and granddaddy's nerves up over there while they don't give a hot damn because they're getting a break. This woman here is saying, listen, I need to get your finances together. Really and truly, you should have two incomes coming in so that you can afford childcare and stop dropping your kids off over here. Because ultimately, grandparents, when they get to a certain age, they want peace and quiet. They don't want to watch little kids. Not to say they don't love their grandchildren. They don't want to be the babysitter all fucking day for 8 hours while you're at work. They got to feed a child. They got to change the child. They got to interact with the child. They got to watch these kids. All people like naps. All people want to watch Price is Right and the stories is what they call them, right? Because I know when I used to go to my grandmother's house, child, growing up, Victor Newman was on her TV, and you better not say a word when it's on, correct? When Price is Right is on, they don't want to hear a damn thing. Don't you dare ask grandma nothing, because grandma is in the game, right? So yeah, that's what grandparents are trying to be on when they get older, not watching people's kids. Let's get into this.
Let me tell you, the new generation, y'all millennials, y'all got it all fucked up. The reason why is because because I became a grandparent does not automatically make me the babysitter or a daycare. Grandparents, true grandparents, they're supposed to raise their children right to where when y'all start having kids, y'all can financially provide for your own children and secure their daycare so you can go to work, so you can go out, so you can do anything else. Grandparents.
Let me tell you where you got it wrong.
No. True grandparents are supposed to be able to call for their grandkids. Y'all supposed to come over here. No, that's for the daddies. That's for the daddies. When the daddies ain't in the home, that's where they go for the daddies. They go to their daddies for the summer because y'all got to split custody. That's how y'all got it fucked up. Grandparents are supposed to be able to come to your house and stay with you and visit with their grandkids. You're supposed to be able to drop your kids off when your grandparents call for them and in their leisure time. Grandparents are not supposed to be daycares. Everybody's time is valuable. We have our own life. We work very hard to get everybody out of the house. Why would we want to raise your kids and keep your kids? What the fuck? Y'all see what it is? Y'all think that we supposed to do that because y'all got a sense of entitlement. Y'all think just because I'm the mom, I'm the grandma, that you're supposed to push your kids off on me. That's not how it goes. But it takes strong mothers like me to let you know the shit don't go like that. Come on, grandma. To get it right. Other than that, I'll be sitting here rocking all y'all goddamn kids and y'all doing this, doing that. No. No. Trust and believe. They will be in the system. They will be at the shelter. They will be wherever they need to be because you didn't do what the fuck you were supposed to do as a parent. It had nothing to do with me.
You wouldn't.
I most definitely fucking would. Let me tell you, the new generation, y'all
think about that. Okay. Now, again, a lot of these younger girls do feel like grandparents are their babysitters. Like, right? Grandparents want to chill and have their quiet time too. They don't raise kids all their damn life. The last thing they want to do is have a little arm baby up over there all damn day, because y'all know kids who ain't walking and talking yet, they require a lot of assistance. So grandmamas do not, and granddaddies, they do not want to hear all that damn noise all damn day. I agree with her. Grandparents should call you to say, hey, can you bring the grandkids over? Let me hang out with the grandkids for a couple hours. Not all freaking day. Grandma want to sip on her wine and watch Victor Newman in them, right? And watch Judge Mathis talk about he was a crackhead when he was a kid. She do not want to be watching no damn kids. So I totally get that, all right? We got to stop that too. If you have kids, stop throwing your kids on other people and take care of your kids. If you didn't want the kids, you shouldn't have them. And I know that I'm stepping on somebody's corns this morning. I'm about to stomp on your damn corns. Stop doing that shit. All people want to be able to enjoy their life, their time, their privacy. They want to go play bingo. They want to have their time. And it's selfish as hell to keep having kids when you cannot afford childcare. That's what childcare is for. If you cannot afford childcare, do not keep having kids. I'm just saying. Grandma got time for that shit. I totally agree with what she said. Now I don't agree you should take the kids down to the shelter. Now that's pressing it a little bit too much, Grandma. That's pressing it too much. But from what she said, I totally agree, right? Let me look at some comments. Oh my God. And let me acknowledge this super sticker. The NGB, thank you so much, love, for the super sticker, because I appreciate you. All right, let's scroll back up, because I don't ever want anyone to feel like I do not appreciate when you guys give to the channel. Let me see y'all. Because you did get, there you go. Let's acknowledge you. The NGB, thanks for the $4.99, love. She said that her brother had a YouTube channel possibly trolling. Said that how he posted his cash. Oh, okay. So thank you so much for that, the NGB. I appreciate you, love. Thanks for that. And everyone else that has supported the channel as well. Okay. Let's scroll back down. What y'all think about what she said? Say a prayer hedge, yes, honey. Prayers are hedge protection around Jasmine Crockett, because baby, you know they're gonna be on her. I do not want nobody to do nothing to her. That woman come up missing for speaking truth, because y'all know when she gets to, when you start revealing people and exposing them, child, people will get you out the way. Okay, and I don't mean in a good way either. All right, so it said that she's right. The Lord's Campbell said that they've done what they need to. Right. Don't be obligating somebody to do something that your ass should be doing. I said there's so many grandparents that I know that's raising their grandkids. Yeah. Now, if something happens to the mother of the child, say she get unalived or she's sick and she can't take care of said child, then grandparents, you know, that you step up and do what you need to do. Or another member in the family. But ultimately, don't go drop your kids off to the grandparents all fucking day while you out with the homegirls just chilling, and then because you tired of the kids and you don't want to fool with them. Like, those are your kids. Get your damn kids. My son is with my husband and I all the time. But you know, my mom, she of course lives out of state. But if my mother lived here, she would get our son if she called and say, hey, can he come and spend time, you know, for a couple hours? So yeah, absolutely. Okay. During the summer, my mother calls and say, hey, can my grandson come and stay for 2 weeks? And I say, yes. I don't call her and say, hey, if summer's getting close, can he come for 2 weeks? No, she called, because I know my mother has her own life. She's, you know, my mom's dating and stuff, you know, since my dad passed away. She is dating and doing her own thing. So I'm not going to, you know, take away her time. But if she calls and say, hey, can he come and stay for 2 weeks? I got you. I'm going to pack him and bring him on there, right? Yeah, that's how that works. I ain't about to call you and make you feel obligated to do anything, because that's your life. You raised me, and now I have kids. I have a child, so it's my responsibility. Okay, mine and my husband's, because we of course raised them together. But let's get into some more comments. Said, I wish my sister could hear this, since because her daughter has four kids and always dropping off to says, and then have to listen to her complain. Absolutely. Let's see. Miss Tyson says that agree 1000%. I done told my two. Yeah. Okay. Aries Love says that I didn't watch mine for the Super Bowl and we were home. Said drinking my passion fruit. Come on, passion fruit. Grandma said she's trying to get her drink on. She might not even trying to watch no damn kids. I know that shit, right? D9 says that they play on the symphony strings of the grandparents. Said that my mom didn't play that watching my child for the club. Said that now when it came to business, that was a different story. Yeah. But don't make them feel obligated. Let them ask you versus you just dropping them off. That you know. Said that my sister only watches her grandson when the parents need her to, and not all the time. Okay. I see a lot of you guys are agreeing with what this lady has to say. I agree. So we here with it. We here, okay? All right, so let's continue. Let's get up off her. So shout out to Grandma Honey because she was very stern, right? All right, so Ja Rule got kicked off of an airplane for being too aggressive. Let's get on him. All right. Got up there acting a fool, and they got his ass kicked up off the plane, child. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. So it said it looks like Ja Rule, honey, wasn't backing down after being trolled on a plane by a rapper named Uncle Murder and Tony Yayo. All right. Y'all know Tony Yayo is directly connected to 50 Cent, and 50 Cent do not fool with Ja Rule on any level, girl. Okay. Pick a level. He don't fool with him. And also chimes in. Let's get into what had happened. It's so petty.
Suck ass Ja Rule on the plane. Suck ass up, you fucking sucker.
Regulations prohibit the use of cellular networks during flight, the use of Wi-Fi to make video or voice calls. Show your face name on the carry-on item. Ensure all armrests are in the resting position.
So they're showing Ja Rule's seat. Ja Rule got kicked off because he was being a little too belligerent on the plane, as you guys can see. 50 Cent, of course, chimed in and said that he was by himself, so he had to make a scene so that they could remove his scary ASS. That's crazy. Said LOL. Yayo said, suck my schlong. The gay stewardess said that it's going down. LOL. 50 Cent is too much, right? So as you guys can see, Uncle Murder and Tony Yayo, they're laughing after 50 Cent made his comment. But as you guys can see, they were trolling Ja Rule, and he became too belligerent on the plane, so they removed him.
This way he was sitting before we got him out of here. Suck ass Ja Rule on the plane. Suck ass up, you fucking sucker. On the plane.
By the time he scrolled back up, Ja Rule ass was kicked up off there. So Ja Rule is murder. Okay, your ass got kicked off the plane. What do y'all think about that? Moving on. I don't care no more. All right. Let's get into Cat Williams telling everybody business in Hollywood, child. They asked him about the Diddy parties and if he's ever been to the Diddy parties, and he's talking about it. Let's get into what he had to say. All right. So comedian Cat Williams recently shared details of an experience that he says he witnessed while observing celebrities attending parties associated with Diddy. Okay. Oh, girl, let's get into it.
Had you ever went to a Diddy party? Like, I'm talking about not what it turned out to be, but I'm talking about like when he would have the NBA All-Star party. None of those.
They would have these parties in the Hollywood Hills, you know, and then they would have a parking lot where they would shuttle people up. So everybody would meet in this parking lot and they would send shuttles down to, you know, Diddy's parties. And so I wasn't ever invited to the parties, but I was invited to the parking lot because I knew the people that ran the shuttle service. Mm-hmm. You knew them too, as it turned out. But yeah, I would go to the parking lot and I would watch them all go up there. And, you know, they would be thinking I'm coming later. I would just be on the car having a grand old time, smoking and laughing and watching everybody going. And yeah, so you can't tell me what goes on because 5 hours later, I'm still in the parking lot when they come down. And, you know, just to see all them big time Hollywood men that I just watched go up there, they all come down off the shuttle and looking sad in the eyes, and all of them wearing Sean John and looking oily, and they all walk crazy like this, and their shoelaces were always untied. I don't know why. Their shoelaces were always untied. And then they would get in their car and they would drive off standing up. Big boy with their head.
That mean their butt was hurting.
Out there. All of them. And I couldn't believe it. But one of the highlights of my Hollywood career, you know. But you can't tell me because I was there to see on both ends.
Hey, man, you know what's wild up there? I'm wondering how many people would say, oh, man, these are jokes.
None of the people that was on the shuttle.
Right.
And they the only ones I care about. That's why I said when I be going in places, you know, heads go down. That's
He said when he go in certain rooms, honey, the heads go down because they know that Cat have seen some things that he probably shouldn't have seen, right? So shout out to Cat for not being involved with this Diddy stuff, but he's seen a lot of stuff. I think he's talked about it too in some of his stand-up comedies where he talked about the celebrity parties where he went to and saw a lot of these people and a lot of things that were going on in certain rooms that he, certain events, rather. We say events because he said he never attended the parties, but he said, yeah, a lot of celebrities that definitely did. And he said, hey, they came back looking real crazy after that, having to drive, drive like this because their ass was hurting for doing certain things in certain rooms at these damn Diddy parties. Because y'all know, honey, when they get the oiling you up and whatnot, okay, and they give you that good old drink, you don't remember shit after that, but you do know that your ass was hurting when you left. But so shout out to Cat Williams. I do hear that he does have a Netflix special coming up. I gotta see, it's gonna be tonight, tomorrow night, something like that. I will watch it because y'all know anything comedy that's really, really good, I'll watch it. But so shout out to Cat Williams. I do like him. He's funny as hell. Yeah, y'all check out his Netflix special coming up. Let's get into this next topic. We about done, y'all. I'm trying to hurry because I stayed on politics too much. Y'all know I get to hollering and carrying on, and I will lose track of time. But let's get into what's going on here. So everybody's been asking, what the hell is going on with Love and Marriage DC? We haven't heard anything from Love and Marriage DC. I barely watched it. Now you guys know that Joy and Clifton, they have announced their divorce. That would have been a great storyline for them guys, for them. But at the end of the day, Carlos, just say you don't have the budget. It's not in the budget to bring the show back, okay? I mean, the ratings weren't really all that good anyway. But at the end of the day, they said during a discussion of Clifton Petty allegedly filing for divorce from Joy Carter on Monday Night's Live, said that Carlos King took time to address the status of fan favorite. Is that really what it is, a fan favorite? Love and Marriage DC, which has been on somewhat of a hiatus. Love and Marriage DC being on hiatus. Love and Marriage Detroit has also been on hiatus. I don't think Carlos King has the funding because he's pouring so much money into Love and Marriage Huntsville, which that shit ain't doing nothing over there either. But at the end of the day, just go ahead and get rid of Love and Marriage Huntsville and just focus on Bell Collective, okay? You really don't have to bring back Love and Marriage DC because they weren't really doing shit way according to the ratings, all right? The ratings were lit. Okay? As a midget's ankles when they ass was on TV any fucking way. So I don't even know why y'all are even entertaining that because Joy and Clifton decided to get a damn divorce. That ain't gonna help the ratings. That ain't gonna help the ratings because Joy and Clifton getting a divorce. So please do not try to piggyback off of that. But let's get into what he had to say.
I will always go on record saying I have always been obsessed with Love and Marriage DC. Yeah. I think it's a very underrated show. I believe in the show. I believe in the cast. It's a strong cast. They all are very strong personalities who are amazing reality stars. And listen, I don't know the fate of the show, so I know you guys are asking. And, Now,
I do like Arena and her husband. I do like them, all right? Joy and Clifton. Joy, I like you. Clifton, not so much, because I had to read him in the comments whenever I commented on something one time. And Clifton, because I covered this on my show for those of you that didn't follow me for quite some time. Clifton, okay, from Love and Marriage DC, came under my comment and decided he was going to try to come for me and try to correct me on something. And I read his ass down in the comment. Baby, when I tell you I chewed his ass up something serious and he didn't come back with nothing either. All right. I read his ass from them damn chisel teeth that he got up in his mouth. Yes, I came for the teeth. I sure the fuck did. And I read his ass down and he did not say nothing else to me. So I don't really have nothing for you, Clifton. Joy, I like you. Okay. And I'm glad you got away from his ass because he won't do nothing but piggybacking off you anyway, because you was somebody before you came to the show. So yes, I ate your ass up like a piranha because you came for me in the comments. So I got nothing for your ass. But Arena, you and your husband, I like y'all. The little midget one right here, I like them. But in terms of the show coming back, yeah, no, we don't really give a fuck like that. We don't give a damn, and we don't give a fuck about this show. So Carlos, continue.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm hoping to have an answer very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
But what I will say is that I want you all to know that I am behind the scenes fighting for this show.
Why? The show is dry as Wanda's potatoes. Why? Why are you fighting for this show to come back? It has no substance.
I love the show. And the thing about it is this. It's one thing to love the show. There's been a few shows I've done that I loved. But when it come back, I was like, all right. Because the thing is this. You win some, you lose some.
I get it.
This. Yeah. It's sort of like when you are dating somebody and y'all got a few days and you like them and then he ghosts you and you're sort of like, okay, cool. You ain't tripping. So I want the world to know that I, Carlos King the First, I am in love with Love and Marriage DC. I love that cast. That cast you don't find every day.
Nope.
And I will fight tooth and nail for that show to come back.
Thank you, Carlos. Who should we email or mention?
Well,
Who should we reach out to?
No one. Don't email anyone because we don't care. I promise you, we do not. I speak for everyone in attendance. We do not give a fuck about Love and Marriage DC anymore. It's been gone from the damn TV screens for so long. We are to the point where we do not care. So we're not getting ready to piggyback off Joy and damn Clifford getting no damn divorce as a means to bring this damn show back. For what?
Fans to get that engine running. We ready to hit the gas on that shit. I appreciate your support as the creator and the brilliance, the mastermind behind that show even coming to our screens, right? Let us do our part now. Who should we reach out to? Should we tag On? Should we get in On's comments? Is there an email we need to send? We want Love and Marriage DC back on in addition to motherfucking Love and Marriage Detroit.
Dustin, are you on drugs? Are you high right now? Like, no, we don't want this show back. Don't email anyone. Don't call anyone. Don't text anyone. Don't chirp anyone. Like, no. Okay? Do not send up a flare. Do not pull a bird from the sky and send a message. No, we do not fucking care about Love and Marriage DC. We are over it. Okay? We are over it.
In addition to another new Love and Marriage season. And if you want input on that, I can share it. But who should we send the email to?
Justin, stay co-signing the bullshit. I can't watch no more. I cannot watch this train wreck anymore. Let's get into the rest of our show because we gotta go. Okay. So Jocelyn Hernandez. Okay. Jocelyn Hernandez is calling out Kurt and Rashida Child, and I've never agreed with Jocelyn a day in my life, but I guess I have to this time. Okay, Jocelyn, for once, Cocaine Bear, you get my vote. Okay. Y'all know they call Jocelyn Cocaine Bear Child. So Cocaine Bear, you get my vote. All right. So shout out to Braxton Family Values fan page. Now, Jocelyn Hernandez, okay, did not hold back when speaking on Kurt and Rashida, calling them old and washed up. Okay. Yeah. And saying that they've overstayed their welcome on Love and Hip Hop. I agree. Now, she suggested that after all these years that they should move on and find something new to do. Right. God, get off the show and let Kurt keep cheating on you in peace, right? That's what she's saying. Now, Jocelyn even threw shade at their restaurant because y'all know they have a good little restaurant downtown that's hot as hell, right? Said that claiming if business is or was booming, that they would not still be on TV. Oh, okay. Said that she added that Kurt is still embarrassing Rashida and is okay with cheating scandals while Rashida keeps playing the same role of staying by his side. I agree. Making the storyline tired and repetitive. Right, that's been their storyline all this time. That Kurt done cheated again. Kurt got a baby. Kurt's doing this. Kurt doing that, and Rashida stay her ass right there looking stupid. Okay. And Kurt turning around talking about Rashida knows how to submit. That's not submit. That's called being stupid. I know both of them start with an S. Okay. But now you spell submit wrong. Submit and stupid are not the same word. It has a connection though. But according to Jocelyn, the franchise needs a serious revamp because fans are fed up with seeing the same cycle over and over again. Now, it was rumored that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was not coming back. I'm not sure. I know Chaotic, that used to be on the show, did allude to the fact that Love and Hip Hop was going to be canceled. Lil Scrappy, who is on the show still, came back to say, yeah, no, that's all cap. That's lies. We haven't got any notification or any letter saying that the show was going to be over. I mean, I think he said that they got contracts for another season, so I'm not sure. At the end of the day, we are sick and tired of Kurt and Rashida's same repetitive bullshit on the show. I really feel like they can do something else, right? I'm sick of them. But I don't even think I watched. When was the last time I watched the show? It's been a minute. But from what I did see, it's the same bullshit. Rashida stayed even when Kurt told her that he had a baby on the way from that child Jasmine, okay? The one that I said looked like Ariana with her old ruffled ponytail wearing ass, okay? 30 years with braces on, girl. Now, but let's get into it. Let's move along. Oh, girl, this tea. All right. So Portia, girl. Portia is calling out Drusadora for her little shenanigans with Dennis. Now, y'all know Dennis and Drew have only supposed to been recording some music together, but it gives that during the little intermission in the studio, somebody's legs were behind their ears, it says. Okay. So Portia, who has a child with Dennis, is feeling a little nostalgic because she employed Drew Sidora to be the spokesperson for her Go Naked hair, and Drew is out here jumping up and down on Dennis Schlong, allegedly, maybe hypothetically. So we've seen quite a few pictures. I've shared them here with you guys as well, where Drew has been up on Dennis on ways that are not business, right? Why is he kissing on you? Why are you all up on him if y'all just doing music, right? So Portia's feeling away because she's already said on the show she does not like the fact that Dennis be going for her co-stars, right? People who she worked with. Y'all know he also used to date Britt Eady. So that's one of the girls that Portia was also working with. And now Drew Sidora with her lying ass. She was also saying on last season, no, me and Dennis just working together. Ain't nothing between us. So Drew's supposed to be going back to court to get the finalization of her divorce from Ralph coming up in April. It is. So I don't know. Something is going on between she and old boy right here. So let's stop sharing so we can go and see what he's talking about. Because a picture says 1,000 words, right? Oh no, let me go back. Child. All right, hold on. Is it the next slide? Yeah. Okay. So let's get into it, child, because according to Celebrity Scoop, girl, it's something that's being shared. We gotta talk about it. Girl. We gotta talk about it. Because child, Drew is out here slonging up with Dennis, according to what they're saying. And Portia is feeling away. Now, she don't want Dennis, but I get it why she's saying she don't want Dennis out here messing with people that she worked with. I totally get that. So shout out to Celebrity Scoop. All right. Now, I said the lines are crossed as Portia Williams blasts Drew Sidora following leaked photos showing Drew dating Dennis McKinley, which is her baby daddy. All right. Calling Drew a dirty, low-down opportunist girl. Now, Portia turned a private situation into a public showdown. We could see this on season 17 coming up of Real Housewives of Atlanta. The girls could be Now, I said that with social media unfollows and on-air criticism escalating, Drew pushed back hard, saying that she's manufacturing drama to resurrect a flop comeback, according to Drew. Finishing with no man can tolerate her unpleasant personality, a statement many saw as loaded with subtext. Portia's recent relationship with McKinney. All right. Who do you guys feel crossed the line? Now, you guys also know this coming season, Portia and Shamia are going to be getting into a physical altercation where Drew is going to step in the middle to break them up and try to make them get back together as friends. So that's going to be some tea as well. So I'm happy to get to see that. I hope they don't edit it down too much. But what do y'all think about these alleged situations, child, going on with Drew Sidora and damn Dennis? All right. And Portia is not feeling it because, you know, she is trying to become cordial with Drew, and she has hired Drew to be a spokesperson for her Go Naked hair business. But Drew out here slonging down Dennis. Okay. I kept saying that the two of them kind of been looking at each other with them googly eyes. They just doing more than music. But hey, Portia's putting it out there that there's a little bit more going on than it's supposed to be. All right, Michael Blackson has another baby on the way. This is baby number 3 in less than a year. He is the new Stefan Diggs. All right. Y'all know his girlfriend, who's supposed to be his main chick, Rada. Okay, she already had his son, and then another woman who just recently gave birth to his child as well. Now he has another baby on the way. Okay, the female's name has not been released yet, but the pictures have. So Michael Blackson with his ugly, crispy ass has another child on the way. What is it? Is this a new style now where women are just happy to be baby mamas? Baby mama number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We see Stefan Diggs already has 4 or 5 kids that was born just in 2025 alone. And now here we go with Michael Blackson, who he had 2 kids born in 2025, and now he has another one getting ready to be born in 2026, all within what, 6 months of each other? 7 months. Let's be generous. 7 months. Okay. So what do y'all think about that? As you guys can see, he's palming her stomach. Okay. He's in the hospital with her. Look like she's about to give birth or something, child. What do y'all think? All right. That's Michael Blackson, comedian Michael Blackson, with a 3rd baby on the way with a 3rd woman. What do y'all think? Let me know. All right. Okay. Yeah, we already saw that. Let's stop sharing. It was something else I wanted to show y'all. Let me make sure I gave y'all everything. Okay. We saw that picture with Drew and Dennis. I don't know why he kissing up on her, but yeah, that don't look right. What do y'all think? I think that's my last topic, child. I think that's my last topic. Y'all sign off on all the topics that we discussed, though, because I do gotta go. Not do gotta, but I do have to go. Right. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. All right. Shout out to the 329 watching. We got almost 330 watching. Thank you guys for being here. I gotta go. Rod is stupid as hell because I would not have stayed with him. Michael Blackson, and I told y'all and I shared it here on my show too. Michael Blackson was not even in the room when Rhoda had her baby because I think he was out thought shopping with somebody else. She talked about how she was in labor and this nigga talking about he wanted some coffee, some Starbucks coffee, and he didn't want the coffee downstairs in the hotel in the hospital. So he chose to drive out, talking about he got lost and he didn't know how to find his way back to the damn hospital. And by the time he got back, she had already given birth. I think he was with another woman, to be honest with you. But yeah, he has 3 children now. 3 children in less than 6 to 7 months. And Rhoda ass, she's still trying to run behind his ugly ass. He must really have a nice big schlong because, baby, ain't no damn way. But y'all sound off okay on all the topics. I think I gave y'all some great topics. Sound off on all the political things that we discussed as well. I am definitely trying to hear what y'all think about that. Okay, love you guys down. Thank you to my top flight mods, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast, and Tiffany Thomas. Love you guys down. Thank you guys for working so hard to keep the trolling down. Of course, all my Caramellians. Thank you to all the content creators that joined this live as well. You guys, please don't forget to like the video, hype up this video, subscribe to the channel, and please keep your notifications on so you guys will know when we go live. Also, go on over to Rail's World because we are also putting some topics and stuff over there as well. We'll try to get a video out over there today. All right. Also check out our parody videos and like those up as well. I appreciate you guys thus far for supporting both channels as well as all of the parody videos. Okay. You guys can find me on Facebook for the Caramel Rail Show. You guys can find me on Instagram under Caramel Rail. You guys can check me out on TikTok under Caramel Rail. Of course, check me out on Rail's World and also check me out on this YouTube channel here as well under Caramel Rail. Okay. Love you guys down until the next video. Bye. Have a happy Tuesday. Bye.
I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best.
justice.